The city is a beautiful place, so full of the gullible and stupid.
Savannah, you really are a woman after my own heart. I wish I could romance you, instead of Shartil, who just beat me and dumped me. As you deserve, you worthless wretch! I really
Hurry
want
up!
to get rid of her. Replace her. What does that? Nothing there. So we are outside the Sorcerer's Sundries. And we were heading to the Flaming Fist compound, which is over here. Which means we need to kind of... The city consists of 9 districts. You kind of need to have connected them by going through the sides of this thing. So here we can actually immediately just go down here and then we unlock the south side.
One is not forced to walk in the steps of their father.
You are your father's child, Skisny. I've come to put an end to it. Who sent you? The Iron Throne? More hitmen on my account? A harper in the employ of the Iron Throne? I doubt it highly, child. Come now, Dark One. Let our duel begin. Duel? I was actually thinking more of just getting my whole group on you and
I
just
really think this
beating
party
you to
needs
death.
new leadership.
Yeah. Oh, that was... there goes our decent reputation.
Our actions are not those of warrior born.
We have this book here. And it's a book that we've seen before. It's the History of the Dead Three. So I figure, since we keep finding this one in particular on our enemies, let's read what what it's about. The History of the Dead Three. Knuckle bones, skull bowling, and an empty throne. In ages past, there was but one god of strife, death, and the dead. He was known as Jurgo, the lord of the end of everything. Jurgo fomented and fed on discord amongst mortals and powers alike. When beings slew each other in their quest for power, or their hatred, he welcomed them in his shadowy kingdom of eternal gloom. As all things died, everything came to him eventually. And over time he built his power into a kingdom unchallenged by any other god. Eventually, however, he grew tired of his duties and he knew them too well. Without challenge there is nothing, and in nothingness there is only gloom. In such a state, the difference between absolute power and absolute powerlessness is undetectable. During this dark era, there arose 3 powerful mortals, Bane, Baal, and Merkel, who lusted after the power Jurgil wielded. The trio fought an unholy pact, agreeing that they would dare to seek such ultimate power or die in the attempt. Over the length and breadth of the realms they strode, seeking powerful magic and spells and defying death at every turn. No matter what monster they confronted or what spells they braved, the 3 mortals emerged unscathed at every turn. Eventually, the trio destroyed one of the 7 lost gods. I'm curious, I never heard of these 7 lost gods. That sounds actually like an interesting hook for a DM plot. Anyway, continuing. And they each seized a portion of his divine essence for themselves. The trio then journeyed into the grey waste and sought out the castle of Bone. Through armies of skeletons, legions of zombies, and hordes of non-corporeal undead, and a gauntlet of liches they battled. Eventually they reached the object of their lifelong quest, the Bone Throne. "I claim this throne of evil," shouted Bane the tyrant. "I'll destroy you before you can raise a finger," threatened Baal the assassin. Can we do it? Oh yes, we can also do it like that. That's easier. "And I shall imprison your essence for an eternity," promised Merkel the necromancer. Jurgle arose from his throne with a weary expression and said, "The throne is yours. I have grown weary of this empty power. Take it if you wish. I promise to serve you and guide you as your seneschal until you grow comfortable with the position." Before the stunned trio could react, the Lord of the Dead continues, "Who amongst you shall rule?" The trio immediately fell to fighting amongst themselves, while Jurgle looked on with indifference. When eventually it appeared that either they would all die of exhaustion or the battle on for an eternity, the Lord of the End of Everything intervened. After all you have sacrificed, would you come away with nothing? Why don't you divide the portfolios of the office and engage in a game of skill for them?" asked Jurgle. Bane, Ball and Merkel considered the god's offer and agreed. Jurgle took the heads of his 3 most powerful liches and gave them to the trio, that they would compete by bowling the skulls. Each mortal rolled the skull across the grey waste, having agreed that the winner would be the one who'd bowl the farthest. Malar, the Beast Lord, arrived to visit Jurgle at this moment. After quickly asserting that the winner of the contest would get all of Jurgle's power, he chased off after the 3 skulls to make sure that the contest would be halted until he had a chance to participate. For part of the prize, Bane, Ball and Merkel again fell to fighting, as it was obvious their sport was ruined, and again Jurgle intervened. "Why don't you allow Lady Luck to decide so you don't have to share with the beast?" The trio agreed, and Jurgle broke off his skeletal finger bones and gave them to the players. When Mala returned from chasing the skulls, he found that the trio had just finished the game of Knucklebone. Bane cried out triumphantly, "As the winner, I choose to rule for all eternity as the ultimate tyrant. I can induce hatred and strife at my whim, and all will bow down before me while in my kingdom." Merkel, who had won 2nd place, declared, "But I choose death, and by doing so I truly win, because all you lord over, Bane, will eventually be mine. All things must die, even gods." Ball, who finished 3rd, demurred, "And I choose death. And it is by my hand that all you can rule, Lord Bane, will eventually pass to Lord Merkel. Both of you must pay honor to me and obey my wishes, since I can destroy your kingdom, Bane, by murdering your subject, and I can starve your kingdom, Merkel, by staying my hand." Malar growled in frustration, but could do nothing, and yet again only the beasts were left for him, and Jurgle merely smiled, for he had been delivered. That's an interesting story. I don't know what it quite has to do with us. But an interesting tale nonetheless. Oh, we're almost there. With the arrows. Oh, never mind.
What would you have me? Very well.
Why the man had that and decided that he wanted to kill us because we look like our father, I don't know.
Speak up.
Glad to meet you, friend.
Who is this then? Oh yeah! What's your step in the dwarf's hair about? The spray of sieve can make the cobblestone a touch treacherous. My name is Caracas. Is there anything I can help you with? What is it that you do here then? Maybe we'll find out something you can help us with. Aye, I be the Duke's own dockhand, if you will. Well, alright, I'm just a dockhand like any other, but I've been aboard the royal galleys to unload wares from the New World. A new world? Is there some kind of dimensional portal in the middle of the sea through which we can pass to get there? This better yet! They say the world is no longer flat. It has become round, a perfect sphere wrapped around itself like a wizard's crystal. We perch atop the upright half, and the new world of Mastika clings to the bottom underside like so many bats. Someday I shall sneak aboard one of these ships, and I shall see such wonders. Hurrah to the New World then, let's make money of them! Whatever form it take. Alas, I cannot tarry in. Perhaps we can talk another day. If I haven't stowed myself away on the hold of these ships in your absence, that is. But yeah, even in the Forgotten Realms I realize the world's not flat. Who's this? Just a dwarf. And yeah, Mastika is quite an interesting addition to the Forgotten Realms setting. It's never been used much in mainstream stuff. But it's basically America, and the fun thing is it kind of also tackles like the brutality and injustice of colonialism and all that kind of stuff, which makes it kind of morally ambiguous at certain points. Which is pretty cool. I know the Helmites, who are actually a pretty decent church in most of the realms, actually kind of were complete fanatical psychos in the New World. At least some of them. I think some of them are kind of heroic and kind of protective, others kind of abusive, and others are kind of like, we protect only our colonists from the heathens. It's a cool setting. I'd like to run a game or something in it someday. Here we are at the Flaming Fist headquarters. And here is, I believe, here we have Scar. Yes, here we have Scar.
I am a man of my word.
Well, I have to say you've made quite a commotion up here in Baldur's Gate. I can't really put my finger on a single source, but there's been so many strange happenings going on within the city. It's been getting harder and harder for me to put my trust in someone. I need outsiders to do some investigation. People with no connection to anyone within the city. Would you be interested in working for me in such a capacity? Now that's a really weird way to start this conversation, Scar. But I figured why. Because normally you say yes, we were that group, and then you continue on to hold this talk on the bridge. But since we said no, it kind of interrupted, and now we just continue it. Could have been done better, who knows. But work? Yes, if it pays well, sure. Alright then. What I'm about to tell you must be held in the strictest confidence. Do you understand? I need you to begin an investigation of the Seven Sons trading coaster. The Seven Sons leadership has been acting strangely of late. They've been selling off valuable assets and neglecting many of their more profitable trading ventures. Considering the importance of the trading coaster holds over the economy of the city, the Grand Dukes are noticeably upset. I've gone to talk with the coaster's head Jasso. He rudely rebuffed me, telling me to mind my own business. I've known Jasso for many years, and this isn't his usual behavior. I can't start up an official investigation as there's no real reason for doing so, and that's why I need you. Well, we're ready to start. Just tell us how much money we get. Yes, just tell us how much money we'll get. I want you to break in to the Seven Sons compound and find out what's wrong. Use stealth in your investigation. I don't want this operation to cause too much fuss. The most important person to watch for is Jasso. Once you've found out as much as possible, report back to me at the Flaming Fist compound. I'll pay you 2,000 gold for this favor. Well, 2,000 gold, that's a nice amount, so yes, we're your friends now, right? Right. Friends. Shiny, golden friends. The estate is located on the southwest side of town. I wish all of you the best of luck. Remember, once you're done with this at the Seven Sons estate, it is imperative that you meet me at the Flaming Fist barracks, which are just west of the Seven Sons. Yes, we're standing right in front of that. So interesting. Now, we also want to meet
that this party isn't as pathetic as I first suspected.
this gentleman over here, Tiax. I wanted him to speak with him for a while. And for that, since he's a potential party member, we'll strip Bronwyn, since he's a priest. Let's first cast all our healing spells though. No need in wasting them, since he won't have anything memorized if he joins us. Suppose we pump a few into the dwarf. Pump him with healing energy! Funnily enough, I believe it actually... Well, not as such, but it's... Oh, I wasted a healing spell. Yeah, I wasted a healing spell. Oh well. It is possible to kind of die by positive energy, which is what healing actually is. It's basically pumping someone full of positive energy.
All right.
You! TX would speak at you, but
TX the Grand is no...
so.
TX the Grand has no time for impudent brittle battle. Oh. Now this is an odd one. He is an evil little fellow, but apparently he cares about our reputation. So,
Yes, dear.
I thought, well, we have to get our reputation up. But I figured
If that's
later,
your desire.
there's a better way. So you might need to take it. See, let's get the beautiful woman to talk with TX. And he's not responding anymore. Well, that's an annoying little thing. He should...
Men are
I'll do it.
Hurry up! All right.
He's not responding anymore. I should
would you
have
have
quick
me do?
saved before this.
If you insist.
Well, I suppose next time. Let's see if we aren't horribly under time. We still have a bit. Can we really not talk with him anymore? This is
I'll
annoying.
do anything if that's your desire.
No, he doesn't want to talk.
Your wish? If
Oh well.
you insist.
I could auto save. Let's actually load up the other save. Sorry about this. I should have quick saved before we talked with TX.
What would you have me do? If you insist.
So quick bit of walking.
If you insist.
Maybe I'll just rush through here. This is the Seven Suns Trading Caster, by the way. So we'll be going there soon. Maybe after a few other jobs I have in mind. So, as said, TX, if we talk with... Let's do the quick save. Dunk. If we talk with TX ourselves, our charisma is 12. He won't like us that much. But what if we bring up the sexy Savannah with her 17 charisma?
Yes, dear.
How
With
does the little
pleasure.
man respond to that?
You! TX would speak at you, but 'tis destined to be so.
See, that's a lot better. Thou wouldst presume to speak with TX the Great? Thy bravery is oddly tempered with foolishness. Still, Sirik has agreed that I seek out the service of one such as thyself. TX himself, myself, will aid you in your quest. In return, when the time is right, your might will forge a way to my ascension to power. But, do you accept this honor? And what makes you think you are going to rule everything? That's a big job for such a diminutive fellow. Have ye no ears to hear? It is as TX said. Destiny! Sirik himself will lift TX on high, hurling me to my rightful place when the time comes. You shall be as ants before my grace, though slightly larger ants than the norm, if you help me. This is kind of an odd question, since Sirik is a very well-known god of lies, deceit, illusion, strife, chaos, evil, all kinds of bad things. Even the dead currently at this stage in the Forgotten Realms history. Now, to be fair, he would be a fairly new god, since he only ascended there after the Time of Troubles, which was about 20 years before this, before the game. And the Time of Troubles is an interesting time. Maybe I'll tell about it next time, what the Time of Troubles was. More Forgotten Realms lessons with Tyre or Peter or whoever you want. Still, well, this is a very funny reply. So your belief center centers around celestial midget toss. Count me out. I'm a member of the Up with the Dwarfs League, you know. But no, we want him. Oh shit! I forgot. I need to unequip her. Well, let's just take him along. So you wish to aid me, and in return I help you dominate the planet. Okay, just let me know when you're going to ascend, alright? I can stab you in the back and then I can ascend. 'Twas fated by Cyric to be so. Let us go forth and make short work of your task, for greater things will need attendance. What is this supposed to be? A scaled-down model of mankind? As in, lots of wins, arrogance, self-righteousness, grand purpose, boasting, and zilching common sense. Let alone usefulness. Scarcely have you lost your ever-loving mind. No? Well, you are likely in this company. TX does not hear you. You are unworthy. Oh yes, we are going to take TX along. Next time we'll see what he's all about. And yeah, probably do some jobs for Scar or something else. Investigate that trading cost. Till then.